Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining us on Team Fortress TV for ESEA Season 20, Week 4. Team SoloUber versus the Getawhale Fan Club. I am Keith Richard Smurbeck, and I'm joined with Mathsad on camera, and our buddy Sideshow is in the bunker. Sideshow, can you hear us? Are you safe?
I am indeed. I'm safe in Europe. Don't worry about me. While the bombs are falling all over your fair continent and the ESEA games are getting actually played, they're not being delayed. It's fantastic. It's a season of joy. But I'm here chilling in the United Kingdom.
Perfect. Then thank you so much for joining us. So tonight we do have a treat of so right now we have the Getawhale Fan Club. They're sitting at 4-2. And so I've also heard that they got a forfeit win versus Fro that's not going to be reversed. Everybody was excited to see that match. So Getawhale Fan Club is third place in invite right now, sitting pretty at 4-2. And they're going up against Team Solo Uber, which we both know have the talent, have a shit ton of talent for lack of a better term, but they're sitting at 2-3 right now. Like you'd like to see them turn it up this game, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think TSU are the team that have really so far underperformed this season. I think Getawhale Fan Club are actually the team that's overperformed this season so far, and they're coming up against the yeah, as I say, the teams that have that has potentially underperformed. But they haven't faced a lot of the teams that are supposed to get easy points from TSU. So this, I think, we were talking about it a little bit in the pregame, but this could well decide Team SoloUber's chances of getting fourth place and making it into the playoffs, making it into ESCA finals.
It's true. We were looking at the division. So first Froyo, second Ascent, third Getawhale Fan Club, fourth Woodpig, and then it jumps down. Like the fourth place is 4-2 right now. If you're sitting at 2-3, and you end up dropping a match, and the person in fourth place, which shares a record of Getawhale Fan Club, goes up to 5-2, that's not really easy for you to do. You know what I'm talking about? That's not very easy to come back from if you drop this game tonight as them.
Yeah, especially because as well they're contesting with Yomis for that spot. Like they're contesting. It's a really competitive season this season, and although you may have penciled in a kind of Woodpig and TSU around that fourth place spot, just underneath Froyotech, Ascent, and the Yomis. What are they called now? Smooth Mangoes. I always mess up their
like
name.
Smooth Mangoes. No,
I always
strawberry
mess up their name.
mangoes. Excuse me. Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
You
So,
know.
but you would have maybe pegged Woodpig or TSU in there, but Getawhale Fan Club are really just trying to muscle their way into that fourth spot, maybe even third.
Indeed. So they are starting the first half. We do see that text. Go through the Team Solo Uber roster real quick. Grape. We have Grape on. Bucket, Sizer, Scouts, Ninja Nick, Medic, Alex Scout, Showstopper, Grape's playing Roamer, Showstopper's playing Bucket, and Zalox. Pick up Zalox on demo, man. Other side, a vast demo, Nursey Medic, Goldfish Soldier, Link User, or X Scouts, Amira is the other off soldier. So, let us see what happens. Middle-wise right now. Zalox is a little bit hurt in the middle, has to be careful of backing up to his medic right now. Showstopper comes in with a very nice aggressive jump, kind of denying a little bit of area. Really nobody jumping yet right now. Goldfish gets completely destroyed by Grape. Blue has the height advantage. Would you like to see Red get out here, or do you think it's done?
Yeah, I don't think that they can get any position here. Arik and Link User were so fast across the top as soon as Goldfish bombed. The Scouts just completely controlling the high ground, and there was nothing that TSU could do to get back into it. Grape was playing from the low ground, although he hit a nice shot. There's no position that he's gained for his team there, and he's forced out.
So Red can hold here defensively. Need to be careful. Look up on the charge-wise. Both teams have their charge. Vast and Linkies are kind of pushing in. Linkies needs to be careful if he gets caught out there. It almost looks like they're baiting Red in. Here comes the huge jump in. Forces Nick. That is really good right there on that part. So Blue's going to get a very good Uber. The Red pressure has to come in. Showstopper is obligated to come try to force the Uber, but Red's positioning is pretty crap here. They're not going to get the Uber force. So with this, look right here. They're seeing Co. They're going through side right here. Alex sees them coming though, so they know it's going to happen, but they're going through up top anyway. So we're leading enough Nursing to the charge right now. Goldfish right here has the charge on him still. Sees that soldier. One shot, two shots. Oh, jeez, taken out, but Grape is done at the end. They're going into last Uber. The Uber's on the left side. It's forced. Red isn't close, so they're kind of in a good position up there right now for no Uber on Blue. Goldfish goes in one rocket, kind of goes back. Linkers are putting out nice damage on the point. They need to throw somebody onto the point. It's not happening whatsoever. Showstopper says, get off this point. Sizer coming up from behind. The garbage man with the 1 frag, 2 frag ends up getting taken out. But, no, excuse me, he takes out the opposition. Wow, good play from Sizer there. Really good flank.
Yeah, very nice play. I'm not sure why Getawhale Fanclub thought that they could take 2 points with a single Uber. You see it sometimes on Granary or something like that. I really haven't seen it be successful on Process very often. They came in from the PC. They had the opportunity just to slow push it, take control of second, absolutely for free, and then push last Uber v non-Uber. But they just tried to do the whole thing in one Uber. The only frag they really got was great. I think it was a little bit greedy from them. They weren't able to actually convert it into a round when I think they should have been able to.
Like that completely. Nick's caught out here taking a little spam, has to be careful, but there's no huge plays. Mayor's jumping away. Link user Blue just kind of get out with the tail between their legs, but Showstopper's going to chase him out. He's going to say, no, you're not getting out without dying, my friend Link user. Link user down too, so you need to be careful. Showstopper's on a little bit of health. He's taking some spam as he's coming through, but he's being healed up nicely. With Nursey holding the Uber right here, this is going to be a huge play on there, and the Showstopper Uber comes out first. He doesn't have the best health. The Uber did not get flash. It's going to be a solo Showstopper Uber with Goldfish going for Grape right now. Grape is completely launched over to the side. Goldfish with a nice follow-up rocket, but they need to watch out behind because right now, we're seeing the off soldier from Blues coming up behind the medic. Nick doesn't see him yet. One rocket beats the second rocket. You're going to get taken out. When you come up from Roamer like that, you've got to hit that first rocket to bounce that med. He kind of just gave his positioning away, and they really couldn't do anything after it.
Yeah, that was a strange play from Goldfish, sorry, at the end of the Uber charge as well. They got a bit of Uber out of it, but they were waiting for 2 spawners. They took the Uber trade in order to buy the time to get their spawners and take a 6v6 after Uber fight. And yet for some reason Goldfish just dives in super deep, straight into the middle of Process. And at the same time as aim came from the PC, I think, but they just didn't have anything synced up. They weren't going for the same targets. They just threw themselves in and took a 6v1 and then a 3v1. Very odd play, and they had to relinquish second as a result of it. But it was a really nice Uber from Goldfish, so it's unfortunate to see him throw away the after Uber just like that. But looks like we're going to have a bit of sniper v sniper action now, BUICK.
Yeah, Sideshow goes down, takes out a fast. That was huge. When you're down, if you're demo man, Uber on Uber, Red's coming in right now. We're going to go on the, Ninja Nick. He's going in with his people. Showstopper cam far right now. Showstopper's going to get this nice, fat, juicy Uber. He loves it. Oh, something needs to be used on it. Okay, here it comes. Now I was about to say, where the hell is his Uber? So he's going to jump that up. He's going to jump up top. He's going to cause a little bit of trouble behind. We got to go back under the point right now, see if anybody's going to throw out a lot of damage. With Grape and Showstopper over there, Showstopper going down. While this is happening, Sizer takes out Link User with a nice body shot. Sticky's on the point, ends up taking that dude down. Oh, look where the medic is! Oh no, what a nasty place for Nursey to stand with Sizer completely cleaning that up. Now, Ninja Nick can make it out alive potentially here. Needs to go in PC. Oh yeah, he's running. He's able to run away. So he needs to hit this arrow right now. No good. Soldiers here just in time, just 1 second too late. Showstopper. Maybe a med suicide at this point. Somebody needs to get in a position because Blue's gonna roll. Once they get their heals, they're probably gonna roll in the middle because he's up a full spawn wave before Red's heals.
Yeah, they definitely have an opportunity to push, but they have to be aggressive with it because TSU, they could put up a defense here. Process is big enough for them to sit back on their crate and really try and spam. They got the forward spawn because they have control of the mid fight, so unless Getawhale Fanclub are really aggressive here, they're not going to force TSU out. And they're playing it so perfectly. They're doing so much damage. Everybody weak there. Grape, Sizer and Showstopper, all potential frags. Showstopper drifts onto a health kit, but is going to get taken down there. And that is such nice play. Bullying with the heals there from the Getawhale Fanclub. Really well done.
Indeed, my friend. And like Uber-wise, look where they are too. They're up about 25%. Now, based on that last play right here, I'm thinking they're going to jam it right here. And PC. And look, they are. We're going to go back on the Goldfish cam again. We're going to see him go in. It's going to be a nice SoloUber with decent advantage right now. They're moving in right now. Nursey doesn't have to pop yet. Goldfish is kind of clear in the area. Nursey pops. He's thinking there could be anything. They need to get a pick now, or else this is going to be a fail. They do on Alec. That's huge. If people are caught on the other side, Goldfish is going to pick them off. With 2x on the point, Goldfish has the health to go for a play right now. He's going up behind. He sees that soldier. Clean rocket. Takes out Grape like nothing. Aim going down, but that's fine. Goldfish is very low on health. Throws a nice rocket on the medic. Look at this. With Showstopper and Rick going down, they can easily heal up, move in. There's only 2 up. So they can't do anything. Red's not going to get... They're not going to get some of their spawns.
Yeah, Alex the only one that's really going to be in a position to fight. They need to tank these heals and just chariot ride into the Getawhale Fanclub, but they're still playing really aggressively, even though they're actually doing a really good job at holding people off. Showstopper is going to get the spawn along with Grape and Zalox. They have delayed Getawhale Fanclub for so long, but Getawhale Fanclub are just staying together in deathball, picking people off one by one. It's such fantastic play from them. They're just not getting baited in whatsoever. Slowly and steadily cutting away at those respawners until they eventually find the point. Really well done.
Very well done by Goldfish. Something I like to watch because we were watching the cam of him getting the Uber in the beginning. Literally 40 seconds later, that was a pretty scrappy fight. He was still alive, but like he put very good use to that life right there. So midwise, demo min, my friend. So Avast getting pretty low, having to take the health pack. Nobody's taking Red's health pack yet, so somebody can take it. And they're going off that right there. As Alex is going down, he takes the small pack, just gets saved in the nick of time. But AIM is definitely behind. Picking up on else. Showstopper knocks that scout way far back. Look at the Red soldiers just playing massively aggressive. Like maybe that's going to be their bane too. They're very low at the end of that. So we have going here. All right. Can you get any kind of sneaky pick right here? It's 1 shot, 2 shot. Can you take out Size with a 3rd shot? There we go. That's not bad. So the goal was the medic there, but at least you take out somebody. So you knew he was going down more or less because they knew he existed. So at least you get a pick.
Absolutely, and Showstopper and Grape won that mid for their team really convincingly. Grape set Showstopper up really nicely for a bomb in onto the medic and the scout. Managed to take both of them down. Really nice rockets from Showstopper, and they got so much position for their team as well. Alec and Sizer were just able to clean up at the end. Even though Sizer got taken down, they're able to keep Ninja Nick alive, and at the end of the day, that is what matters. If you get the mid and your medic stays alive, you're in a fantastic position.
I'd like to see AIM get in a position to, he's going to have to bomb the choke once they push in here, because I think they're gearing up to, actually, it looks like they're going, excuse me, look at that, over Al-Qaeda, they're going from sewer. I like this sewer push right here. Ninja Nick is taking a little spam, needs to be careful, doesn't need to Uber yet. He ends up Ubering Showstopper. Showstopper needs to get some frags right now. He throws 1 clean rocket down there, and they end up taking out air, and that's fine. I don't know if they should ride this in the last. I really don't think so. Nursey can milk this easily enough to get a counter Uber, and look where Red is all conglomerated. And with Grape going down, and the rest of them being really low, I don't think it's going to go well for them. They have to. Let's finally get to Uber. I was about to say, Blue doesn't get his Uber. It actually could be. Look at Alec behind. Alec behind. He's sneaking up on the point. Puts a little pressure on the point. They can't do anything. He can take out this soldier easily. Red Scout goes on the point. They're going to cap it. It's done.
Yeah, really nicely played. They just flooded into last and they managed to tie it up 1-1 there. So Team SoloUber showing that they can definitely contest with Getawhale Fanclub. We'll see who comes out best on this 3rd mid here. It seems to be whichever team is sending the soldiers more aggressively is winning the fights, but we'll see whether they have learned from this and are taking it forwards. Interestingly, Avast isn't running the booties, which he has been on previous maps, to the mid fight. AIM's taken so much damage at the beginning of this mid, actually. With scouts from Getawhale Fanclub aggressive on top, but can they deny Showstopper and Grape? They've actually done a great job of it so far.
It was huge. You see both soldiers jump up and get denied at exactly the same time. Showstopper's in very deep as he likes it, but he cannot. He cannot finish off the frag. 1 clean rocket may have killed the medic right there, but unfortunately no dice. Sizer needs to back out right now too. He's kind of going to try to get an exit frag, but he's going to instead get out with his life, which I'm sure he appreciates a little bit more. So, you know what won? We both saw what won that. Did you see both Red soldiers get completely denied when they went for that? It was huge.
Yeah, fantastic positioning, but also Showstopper and Grape, although it worked for them previously because Arak and Link User weren't really set up for it, they could have bombed from different places on the map, you know. Showstopper could have done a double jump off one of the awnings at the same time as Grape bombed across the point, something like that. Just made it a little more difficult. They both bombed from exactly the same place, which made it a simple matter for Link User and Arak to shut them down. It worked on the previous mid, didn't work on this one, so they'll have to adapt something.
I think so. So AIM's, no, actually Avast is going in there. With AIM going down, they no longer can do anything. I like the aggressive play they're going. I didn't really see how AIM died. I wasn't watching. I kind of just expected him to go in and just initiate some kind of suicide in the med, but I see nobody from Red hurt whatsoever, so I'm not sure where he got caught out. And because of that, Sizer's creeping in right now. Look at that, clearing out the stickies. Red's going to move in pretty aggressively. Sizer's nice height advantage, denying all those soldiers and everything up there. He's going to play up on the crate, which should be nice. Pushing up the right side, Sizer's sneaking behind. That's fine. Blue's forces their Uber. Red's going to have a slightly better Uber here. Nursey needs to meet up with AIM behind. Finally does. Goldfish and AIM are okay with Link User going down. Zalex, so confused from Red. At the end of these scrappy fights, they're just taking the aggressive stance. I like it.
They've managed to bully them all the way out here, and they've lost both of their scouts as well. Getawhale Fanclub are going to continue to be harassed back. Showstopper applying some nice pressure, just opening things up for his team without committing too much in terms of health. Goldfish might manage to get out there. No, it's going to actually fall to Showstopper, and that puts them down without a pocket for the next 15 seconds. And there's potential there for them to make a play in onto Nursey. I don't know whether they'd really want to commit to a full push with only a pocket pick, but you can definitely sack at least 2 players in there and you'd be perfectly fine. Instead, they just lose one of the scouts wondering what to do and have to set back up on second.
I think this could work out to their advantage, because when Sizer dies, we've seen Paul go. Paul come back up as, I think, depending on how this little scrappy fight, he's waiting to go on class right now. What does he end up coming back as scout? I was going to play the sniper there. With AIM going down, AIM is just it's nice that he's getting his buff and playing really aggressively, but it's a little predictable right now. He's dying again before the fight can even happen. So
and the key thing there, BUICK, is that they used the Uber out there, Getawhale Fanclub. They used it out really aggressively and didn't even manage to force Ninja Nick. And now in comes Team SoloUber with that Uber charge.
Easily. So the scouts can go up top. You're just going to chase the medic away. Get on the point. The stickies can only last for so long with this much. There's just too many vulnerable people. Nurse is going to go down. Very good frag by Sides. Sides going to take out any more people. It's going to be great. Oh, it's him versus the soldier at the end. Completely deflects that soldier in there. Soldier comes down. They're just going to tap the point. Demo man, Avast, as good as you are, you cannot hold this. So 2-1, just like that for TSU.
And give all of the credit there to Ninja Nick. Well, maybe not all of the credit, but a fat load of the credit goes to Ninja Nick for milking that one so well. Just seeing that the Uber was terrible. I don't understand the Getawhale Fanclub's strategy of Ubering out from last and trying to take it to them. No, it's so bad. Absolutely. But it certainly did lose them one there. 2-1 in favor of Team SoloUber at our 4th mid.
So Grape's gonna, I feel like he might go for a jump, maybe get a little bit of buff first. Now the medic's not going over. Grape's kind of lining up. It's just both teams playing passive right now. Showstopper and Grape learning their lesson from last time, and they're not playing super aggressively. Sizer able to deny both soldiers really nicely. Aim going down the far side. Showstopper being cleaned up completely. Blue's gonna have to move out for the choke. They got to spam Sizer out right now. With a Vast in, Blue has decent positioning if they decide to. No, they're gonna think better of it and end up backing out to 2. They've done this like every time, and it's like process, rinse and repeat for them. They're getting out, and now they got 4 people. Before they've only gotten up 3 each time, so their spawns will be coming in right now. Eric is up. Will be able to run in, so if it's an Uber exchange, he's not accounted for right now. Yeah, they're gonna do this. Blue's actually gonna have a little stalemate situation right here. So. We'll see if Blue wants to play defensively. If Aim's going to go for a nice little bomb, they have to. It's only first half, obviously, and they're only down 2-1. So with Grape and Showstopper and Ninja Nick both going, look at this. I think they're just trying to get a quick pick on something over here. I'd be surprised if they end up Ubering in here, but it looks like they might. No, Nick backs out. So I think that would have been a mistake because they were called out long ago.
Yeah, in my opinion, if I'm Getawhale Fanclub, I would be trying to bait people into PC, maybe getting a pick there, but you've got to keep your eyes on Zelox, because he's just hanging around in sewers, waiting for somebody to peek in there, waiting to catch a scout or something. In comes Grape as well. Oh my god, Nursey could not ride that one. That was a brilliant direct rocket right onto the head of the Getawhale Fanclub medic, and it slammed it down onto the point, and there was no choice but to use that Uber charge. And so now Ninja Nick has a full Uber charge advantage pushing into the second. Dangerous position to be in for Getawhale Fanclub.
100%. So with Showstopper up, they may be moving in right now. Showstopper's, oh, he took a little pipe there, he didn't want to. Yeah, they're going to go in. They're going to end up using his super on Showstopper. Misses the air shot there. He's going to have to get this force on him soon. He's only at 100 hit points. He needs to reload rockets. He's not going to get any kills. He ends up killing the scout, which is great. He's getting, Jesus, he gets a double after all this. If he gets the demo here, it's going to be fantastic. Very good rocket. This damages so much on these players. He's at 60 hit points. He sees Goldfish. He's going to chase him in. You know what? Screw this. He's going to stand on the point and cap himself. So with nothing, oh no! Back to point 2, Alec gets taken out when they're trying to cap. Who is the hero that is causing all this trouble?
Arek is just going ham. He almost found the frag on Ninja Nick as well. He really needed that one actually. I think he should have gone for it, but instead Zalox was the victim. To be fair, if he had decided to go for Ninja Nick, I don't think he would have got the frag because Zalox was in a position to defend him. It's just that he then set himself up as the victim. So clever positioning by Ninja Nick and Zalox, and there wasn't really much Arek did. Could have done there, but he did very well to just block the Spire there and buy so much time for his team.
Turn people around. Red had literally like 2 soldiers sitting on last just waiting to cap, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they have to go back to fight 2. You know, Blue gets spawns. He more or less saved the round there. So
yeah, but they have to still recognize that they have this disadvantage. Nursey and Goldfish just sat there, just watching the Uber charge come in here. It hasn't even been popped. Ninja Nick's just milking it all the way to the point there, saves the leg as well. And Nursey's going to have it in about 3 seconds, but needs to stay connected to somebody and healing at max rate in order for that to happen. Great, dropping down from on top is just going to drive the hammer blow home, and this is surely 3-1. There's no way that AIM can stop this.
Off the point. So yeah.
And that's so unfortunate and so easily avoided, because they could have just sat back with heavy on the right hand side and then rotated through panic room. They could have stayed up top for so much longer. They didn't have to rotate through spawn. They could have dealt with Grape up top. There were so many things that Getawhale Fanclub could have done in order to anticipate that Uber charge advantage push coming in, and they did none of it. They just sat there with their cookie cutter lineup. There we go. That's a bit of a tongue twister. And just tanked the full Uber charge coming in and lost a round because of it.
you and I both know, like, when you're at a disadvantage like that, get the heavy up, get the heavy on the little perch there. Like, what are you doing? You're just standing there. It's almost like you're begging. You say, hey, we're at a huge disadvantage. Just come in and kill me. Like you're begging the other team to do something like that when you hold like they did. Like, now given Nursey, you know, she did fall back quite effectively. Almost, you know, they almost had their own counter Uber, but by the time, even if they did get that Uber, too many people died. So they just, were they not charging effectively? They're kind of just chilling there for a second. Wasn't working out for them. So with that, it's halftime, 3-1. So, you know, stat wise, what can we take a quick look at? DPM wise, Paul doing Sizer doing pretty damn well. So is Zelox. You know, no complaints there. A lot of damage right there. Does anything catch you off guard with the stats?
Not particularly. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on the soldiers from Getawhale Fanclub, and really it's more about the Uber charges. I think they've been losing some situations that they really shouldn't have been, just in terms of team fights rather than individual performance, but they have gone live, BUICK, with the second half as well. Oh, great, beefs his rollout a little bit, but still lands on 250 health, so have to see if he can still have a performance on this mid-fight. He's going to be sat on the awning, spamming rockets over at the other side. Arek's taking so much damage, he's going to be eating the heals for the entirety. Oh, and Nursey catches a pipe as well.
No good.
Disaster for Getawhale Fanclub. They need to start going aggressive now, but Goldfish is already out. They have to try and find this frag on Ninja Nick up in the air with 20 health. Is going to get slammed by a Vast.
That was beautiful, literally flying through the air like a trapeze artist, shooting a sticky down. I would love seeing that from a Vast point of view, because flying through the air, shooting a sticky down, and then getting the med right there must have felt so good. Goldfish
and
is
another
back
frag as well.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know. Oh, do you think Goldfish is going to take this fight? I don't think so, because there's 3 people there. I'd be very surprised if Goldfish makes an aggressive jump. I think going to think better of it, back up to your medic, realize that, you know, you're not that far behind in Uber. Just try to play a little smarter holding 2 this time, and watch out for the showstopper solo Uber, because we saw like a double last time when they pushed in. So they're going to be charging it effectively. Given that Red is a little bit ahead, so they're going to have the counter this time, but you know, the Uber is going to come in. Like, they're not going to sit on their laurels back in middle and say, just you guys push into us. You know, they're going to jam it in, and we're going to see what happens. So, no off-classing, nothing like that right now. It's just kind of watching that little area over there, just exchanging pistols with Alex, saying, you know, they're playing the old showdown at noon or something, whatever you call it, with AIM hiding over there. I don't think anybody saw AIM go across, and this could work to their advantage, because it looks like Zelox and Grape are both pushing out over there. AIM gets the position away a little bit too early, almost takes out Grape, puts a nice clean rocket on it, but nothing else after that. They're playing it a little more methodically. I guess you do that when you're up 3-1, but do you find any reason for Blue to play any different than they are right now? Is it showstopper solo Uber time?
No, I think they're doing a good job here by working the sewers angle, seeing if they can get a page, seeing if they can get some free spam onto Nursey perhaps. The more space they open up over this sewers and green area, the easier it will be for them to push in, and also the easier it is for them to push somebody through PC and get a really nice Uber straight onto the point, which I think it looks like they want to do now. Yeah, they are actually going to be taking Sizer and Showstopper in through that PC area. So they're going to be moving through the bottom PC, I think, just trying to spam people out. AIM's already been spotted, and it was potentially just a distraction there for Grape to go in. They did sack somebody either way, and this has got to be the opportunity that Getawhale Fanclub are looking for to either counter-sack themselves or at least attempt a little bit of a push-in, a poke or a prod, see if they can find a pick to work with.
I mean, I like what they're doing, moving in like this, but look at, you can't. Grape already spawned. You had a solid, you had a solid 15 seconds to make a move. You're not gonna get anything gift wrap better than that. You know, literally a soldier down. You have everybody full health. Like, you needed to move in a lot quicker than that. You're down. You're obligated to play the aggressor in this situation. Very, very odd, unique decision by them. But looks like because that's why. Grape did come back as sniper. Look at the Grape sniper. Okay, somebody opened the door for me. He has one shot. Ooh, does not get that. Scouts rush in. Needs to be careful right now. He's on 84. He's healed up from Ninja Nick. We're going to keep it on the Grape sniper, because with Link user going down, they just may Uber in here. Grape's going to open the door himself. Takes a shot in the demo. Does not hit it. Sees a scout up there. Takes another shot. Does not hit that right now. So I think they're just going to relax, give Grape a buff. They realize that Red is playing extremely scared right now, and just go for the angled pick, you know?
Yeah, and the fact that Nursey's in sewers leads me to believe they're going to just try and Uber it out. It's going to be a solo Uber coming out of Goldfish. I don't know what they're attempting to get done with this. It's a really, really odd decision. The solo Ubers from Goldfish are really... I don't know why they happen. They always go wrong whenever they do happen, and they've just opened the door here for Team Solo Uber to push back onto them. I just don't understand it every time it happens. I don't know what he's attempting to achieve there, jumping into 6 players, none of which are close to the Suez entrance.
Defensively too.
Yeah, it's so strange. You just can't act like that with an Uber charge. Oh, nice bombing from AIM is going to actually force it out of Ninja Nick, but Sizer is on the hunt as well, and they have to give up second here. They still have that sniper, which might hurt them a little bit in terms of getting pushed back out here, but if Grape can force the Uber charge out of Nursey, or maybe even grab a pick once they try and push out back to Spire, then they'll put their team in a good position.
Absolutely will. So I kind of want to watch the sniper angle, but look where he's playing from. They know they're at a disadvantage, but we've seen the thing about them being at a disadvantage is like, oh, I was about to say, Red is finally pushing when they have a nice advantage. Unnecessary double Uber right there. I don't think there were any stickies, but or maybe there were.
Catch
but
Ninja Nick.
Oh,
that's
goodness.
A key pick. I don't know how they managed to find the frag onto him. He was further forward than the rest of his team for some reason. He's trying to get vision or something like that. Aim's gone down and Goldfish super weak. They're missing a lot of spam power to take out with that sniper, but he keeps whiffing his shots at the moment. Grape, he hasn't really hit anything. He might hit something soon though if they don't manage to take him down. But
destroyed. Oh,
full
God.
wipe and a really nice Uber actually. I love that double soldier Uber out from bottom. They were able to cover a lot of ground really quickly. Caught out Ninja Nick. They weren't expecting it whatsoever, and the sniper didn't hit anything. Really well executed.
No, the sniper, Grape sniper definitely took the wind out of their sails right there. I actually don't know if he hit anything. I saw him get an SMG kill, so that counts for some brownie points. But in regards to headshots or even body shots, I don't think I saw many. So I don't think Grape's going to go back onto sniper anytime soon. But you know, stranger things have happened in this game of Team Fortress II. So Red is charging the Uber. They're at 85% right now. They're just going to take it lobby. I like this play. I do this play myself. You know, you're 85%. Just start moving in right now, because by the time you creep in, you have your Uber. It's going to be a Goldfish solo Uber. What? Flick onto the scout? I don't know why, but Goldfish is getting this. They can't really take down the 7th man right now. Look at this, finally goes down, but they wasted both their Uber. Nursey right there should, like, when your Uber is shorter right off the bat, you're not going to be able to get the gun. I don't like that play very much, so now they're going to have to hold 2 because of it, and Blue's going to move out right now. Nick's leading his troops out. Zalex has a scout in his face, but Eric's going to back out, think better, but picks up the health pack, but being completely chased down. 1 scatter, 2 scatter, Sizer taking it out. Ooh, not bad, my friend, at all. Because of that, too, Red has to hold defensive in middle right now. Nick's sitting on 100% Uber. Like, come on, just come on in and Uber. That's all they want. Sizer making a really good room right here. I don't actually like the soldiers holding like they are right now. They're going to be able to force the Uber, but they can force it from a further back angle. Nick still has an Uber, finally does, because he's extremely weak. There's a soldier on his head, ends up getting taken out, and it's just kind of... Is this something Red can hold at this point, do you think, or is it back out City?
I think they have to hold on to second. If somebody overextends to choke like Zalox and Ninja Nick are looking like they might do, then they have an opportunity to... Oh, why are they sending people through PC? No, that's disastrous. They're all just milling around. PC, choke, they don't know where to go to try and secure these frags. And Showstopper's back in, trying to do damage to people. The fact that they found those frags on Grape and Showstopper there is a miracle, nothing less, I think. And Zalox picks off the pocket, so that's... not great. They have managed to find 3 frags. I didn't even see where Sizer went down. I think that was before any of them. But they're going to pick up mid off the back of it. But the fact that Showstopper and Grape gifted themselves as frags at the end there, I mean, I think Grape was chased down, but Showstopper should have stayed alive, and they would have been able to contest mid.
100%, my friend. So you do have Uber holding 2, which is decent. We haven't seen any off-classing, particularly from Red yet. They have had the opportunity to maybe go sniper, but they're not really worrying about that right now. With Alec kind of holding that rock and not taking any damage, extremely good movement up on that rock right there. I like that, very buttery smooth. So going over to the right side, seeing Eric probably going to go in and try to take this 1v1. If Eric gets away, gets the health pack, yeah, got to back out right now. So Blue has a nice advantage. Alex is going to go down on the far side. That's not good. That actually, they need to be careful with that flank. And because of this, oh, the Uber is forced, and it's not going to be a good Uber. Like, Nursey and Goldfish are both hurt, but, you know, health regenerates for the medic. May as well hear the soldier. You're going to be able to go right back in right there. So kind of a little beef on Blue's part right there. They end up, you know, they don't really lose too much. They just got to get angles to spam. And look at this. I like a Goldfish Uber from this side over here. Grape 5.
They're going to find Grape.
Oh, God.
No, they actually drop Link User. That's disastrous. Even if you have to use the Uber there, you should be saving somebody, I think, because the rest of the players are just around. Avast picks up Alec, and they are going to find the frag onto Showstopper. You need this pick onto Zelox, otherwise he's going to do disastrous amounts of damage onto the point. But instead, Arek's just going to be able to cap off the point here. Avast's going to meet up with them. Great DM skills from Arek. He's just bossing Sizer around, absolutely slamming him back to last. He just had to run away with the tail between his legs. And the entirety of Getawhale Fanclub posting up on this second point. They know that they have an Uber disadvantage. Are they going to try and send somebody behind? Maybe try for an early force? Let's see, just baiting TSU into the push at the moment.
Look at Ducks and the Scouter. Oh my god, Sideshow's underneath right now. He's going to get maybe one shot, two shot. Nah, he doesn't. He ends up backing out right now. This is very when I know you have the Uber right here, but they're so used with gold. I'll trade that Goldfish with Alex. I think Red should be able to take this fight easily right now. I actually think you may push. Nah, if Link User was up, I was going to say you may push in on that. You know, if they're down the demo and you're down your pocket, like Uber on Uber, I'd take that 5v5 fight. Like, I would actually prefer taking that 5v5 fight. So, nothing though. So, they're just going to rinse and repeat, reset. Any off-classing. The only off-classer is Alec right now. We're going to see maybe if he gets a nice little angle on any kind of snipperinos. But instead, he's kind of just watching up there exactly where the stickies are. So, waiting for anybody to come across. Sees that scout, shoots really late, doesn't hit that scout. Could take out that soldier now. I think they know about him right now, so Nurse is probably not going to die to him.
Yeah, crucially, they need to know that Sizer is on Engineer as well, because last time they Ubered in Soldier, they Ubered in Goldfish and one of the Scouts, and it was a disaster because they were either they Ubered the Scouts in to play the cap time and then to clean up any frags, and they Ubered the Soldier in to make room, but they didn't anticipate there being a gun there whatsoever, and they just had no firepower to take that down. They needed either two soldiers, Soldier and Demo. Ideally, they should have taken 3 people in and had a Scout there as well as 2 heavy classes, take down the Sentry and then be able to get some cap time as well with the Uber advantage. But now it's Uber v Uber, and they have the Sentry. Goldfish has spotted it, but also taken 100 damage from it, and the pop from Nursey's disastrous. Oh, this is terrible here from Getawhale Fanclub. No communication there between Goldfish and Nursey whatsoever. I don't know who's controlling the Uber charges, but they do actually find a sentry gun, and they're trying to make this work. Ninja Nick already has the Uber charge, and the Getawhale Fanclub will be lucky not to get wiped here.
If are taking out that pick right there, they can move back in if they got on some heals right now. I think they're just gonna heal up the Soldier. Oh, I know Nursey wants to give. Nursey wants to go, and I can tell the comm issue right now. Like Nursey was thinking to push there, and everybody else was saying, "Think better of it. We're a huge bit ahead of Uber." But
Link User did a great job of like distracting them all. They were in a terrible situation. They were all so far forwards, and then Link User just saved like at least 4 people from Getawhale Fanclub there just by diving onto the point, turning everybody on TSU's eyes back towards that last point, and giving them a huge advantage as well because Nursey managed to get out.
Yep, Sizer putting the gun back up, almost up to level 3 right now. It's just kind of the standard holding position right now. Gotta watch out there with Goldfish going down. I don't really know about Goldfish's off-classing abilities, but they're going in. They just lost Goldfish and they're going in. I guess they don't, they don't expect Blue to get this Uber, but in my opinion, they're going to get the Uber. 2x on the point is huge though. So with the sentry gun going down, that's all they've gotten so far with aim, and Eric putting a lot of shots on the second Ninja Nick gets that. The second Ninja Nick gets that. When they don't force or kill Ninja Nick in the first few seconds, it's over. So this literally is disastrous. Like I was about to say, if they roll it, they could probably roll in the mid and chase this combo out with that Uber. Instead, they're just gonna, not make mistakes, play passive, not passively, but smartly, and just get their point 2 and move in together, realizing that Nursey doesn't have Uber yet.
And Nursey's still a while away from the Uber charge on 70% at the moment. That's a good 10 seconds away now. And she might have been caught as well. Jumping, what a serve, straight over the top of the sticky as well. Great escape there, and they've done so much damage to everybody from TSU who was chasing that frag. They knew that they had an Uber disadvantage and they had to chase down that medic, but Nursey was evading with some fantastic serves. Again, getting out of there, and now they're coming through lobby. Goldfish and Avast going to be leading this Uber charge forwards. In comes Goldfish. Will probably get caught in the tail end of this Uber charge. Looks like they are going to use it now. Take down Showstopper. Avast actually falls though, and they're trying to get the cap time. They need to play the cap as soon as they get these frags, but Zalox is still pumping stickies out. This is surely a cap for them if they just play it slowly. Nicely played, and Getawhale Fanclub get the round, bring it back to 3-2.
I like that too. I like the Goldfish, the Uber wasn't tanked on him until as you mentioned, the tail end of it right there. Because he was in position to just completely spam people out. He just needed health at the end of it. Got the health, got 2 frags, and there we are. So 3-2, not bad at all. So aggression-wise, let's see if any teams want to open up ridiculously aggressive. Grape just kind of wait for a buff, maybe end up jumping in. But the medic is moving left. Ninja Nick's crossing, which is good. There we go. There's the soldier buff. So Showstopper's moving up. I don't like Red's positioning right there. Nursey in that little door is just begging to be hit right now. First pick. It's going to be huge right there. Grape is getting pelted up there. Almost dies. Grape is so low. Needs an arrow right now. Ends up. Oh, God. Dying to a fast roller. And because of that, Goldfish is going in huge right now. The rocket's literally midair. One amazing one on Showstopper on the crate, and then a really good one on the scout on the other crate. Like, you know, going up there like a
really good
soaring jet.
Yeah, fantastic rockets from Goldfish. Even though he was blasted really high up in the air, he still managed to do so much damage from it there. And they just completely outdamaged TSU. It was such a passive mid from both teams, and then they managed to find that frag. Zalox has found the kill onto Arik. Might find another one onto Goldfish. Potentially force out Mercy as well. Oh, the Uber is popped, but they've lost 2 players here. The counter comes out as well. They've lost a demo in exchange for a scout and a soldier. That doesn't really favour Getawhale Fanclub here. They need to be backing quickly. Mercy attempting to save players left, right and centre, but the only one left alive, and surely going to get taken out here. There is no escape.
There is no escape, my friend. We did see Goldfish saying in chat that he had no raw, like, because you saw the fight from Goldfish's perspective. Like, you know, he took out that, he was completely unloaded. He had nothing to deal with that. So it was just one of those where you don't want to Uber him because you think he's going to make it out. You think he's going to hit the rocket, but he doesn't have a rocket loaded. So end up dropping because of that. And unfortunately, they're back on 2, if not holding last. Yeah, Link User's already up on. Oh, look at they have sniper and engineer defense this time. This is the most off-classing we've seen out of Getawhale Fanclub so far as of yet.
Yeah, they're gonna be trying to hold this last Link User with the sentry in the classic position as well, just making sure that it covers the entirety of the point. Can't be edged from anywhere. It does make it open to a few more spam angles. I think Grape may even be able to get an angle from it from the left hand side if you spam it correctly, but they need to combine together to take that down, and it looks like Zalox is coming in on the left-hand side. Once again, they don't have enough spam to force it out, and Ninja Nick milking those Uber charges absolutely forever, and Getawhale Fanclub just have no answer for these milked Ubers. They are able to get in absolutely for free through the choke points, and it's hurting them so much because TSU are just able to swarm in, take all the position they like, and then just pop the Uber off right at the end.
It was wild. Ninja Nick literally pushed all the way in up the ramp. Almost
yeah, you just need a sniper or something.
Down.
Yeah, it's insanity. You need a sniper or you need coordinated spam from your heavies, at least 2 of the heavies, because otherwise you're never going to get that Uber charge forced, and TSU are playing it perfectly. They're just walking it in.
Oh, excuse me, Aim with a nice bomb, ends up getting a hit there with some explosive damage. Probably not going to make it out. Aim's out of the fight right now. Okay, they're down a man already. We need a big play from Eric here, or they're going to have to back out. So Eric's moving in, nice shot on him. Really picks on Showstopper, really weak himself, needs to be careful. With Alec and Showstopper going down, this could be enough, but Graves is really even bounces both players up with that rocket. That was awesome to watch. And Goldfish is gotta get in health, getting the health pumped into him right now. Inject me with the health, sir. So good rocket on Sizer, needs to reload, always rocket so we don't have a situation like before. And they're probably gonna have to back out together. Nursey's kind of lagging behind, needs to be careful, needs to surf an explosion out. No, they make it out. So they can't. I know Goldfish kind of wants to go fight that, like a new Uber Soldier versus Demo Man Scout. I don't. With Blues, the cavalry arriving, I think it was a good choice to back out there. So I don't know. I guess you just bait. You bait them in, try to go for the, collapsing them after the Uber. They haven't been doing an exceptional job of spamming, to be honest, so I wouldn't be surprised if Blue got in really deep before having to Uber.
Well, look at this. The Grape Spy is coming out. Here we go. We'll see how that manages to work here. He's going to try and make his way in through choke. Maybe thinking better of it. But he's going to... Oh, he takes a direct pipe instantly and then a roller as well. He's on 21. Oh, that was disastrous. Just why would you try and come in through the biggest choke point that they're trying to spam constantly?
Even Showstopper's dealing an LMFO because the decision making in Grape's head there, I would have just loved.
Yeah, just dreadful. Just dreadful, but they're 1 player down now. That might have opened the doors for Getawhale Fanclub. They need an entrance back into this map. It's 4-2 and not in their favour. The Uber charges have been forced though, BUICK.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Aim hitting a beautiful rocket and Soldier going over him. Showstopper can't finish him off. That was very crisp from Aim. Who's forced right now? Like 15 on 12%. It's just dry on dry right now. So they're backing out. They have to. Like they're up against you. Health-wise, not doing as good right now, and you're down your soldier. So, Sideshow's behind. A little sneaky man. He's gonna cause a little trouble right there where he is. So he's back on the second point. He's kind of ends up getting taken out. Nice little rocket by Goldfish, and he bought his team a little time, which is great. We'll see whether that's relevant or not. To be honest, with Ninja Nick only being 10% ahead in Uber, I actually think what Sizer accomplished there is going to be massive for his team.
And let's have a look at the Uber charges as well. They do have a slight advantage here from Ninja Nick, but I don't think it's going to really be much to work with unless the team fights are forced very quickly. The Uber is going to be up just about now for Ninja Nick. Nercy just getting hers as well. They've lost Arik and Zalox here. The Uber charges are popped once again. Getawhale Fanclub slowly taking ground here, taking a fight. They need to take this position though. They need to get some damage onto Sizer and Alex so that they can't recontest this. But they're piling all of their shots into Showstopper, who's just eating it up and taking all of the heals.
Grape's behind. Oh, clean rocket on Grape. Yeah, with Showstopper being able to take all the, like, you know, if you're going to focus on Showstopper. Oh my god, Sizer's behind. Sizer's on the medic right now. Ooh, jeez. Link user saving his medic's ass, but almost very, very scary moment right there. You know, they were all piling the damage on Showstopper, and he tanked it all. Showstopper is the tank.
Yeah, he took all of the heals there, and the rest of his team were just able to come in with absolutely no attention on them, and they couldn't focus down the frag onto the TSU pocket. Showstopper just wasn't falling, and when you're in that kind of situation, you have to be able to win the team fight. You have to put yourself in a good position after the Ubers, and then you have to focus the correct targets. You have to make sure that you get players down so that they can't aggress back onto you. And the pocket in that situation is kind of one of the less important targets because he's the one actually receiving heals. You're just kind of wasting your damage.
Yes, indeed. Grape Sniper again, kind of creeping up over there. Not going to catch anybody, but they don't know he's Sniper yet. I don't think so. I don't think he let his dot go over the little hill thing there. Link user almost. Oh, look at this. He's going for the nice little PC pick. Oh, he sees a scout there. This will be huge if he gets somebody. Link user down there. No, completely beefs that. The scout's not going to chase him because he knows it's a damn bait. But with Eric hiding right there, he needs to be careful moving in. Going back to choke right now. Nothing right now. They need to be careful. So nothing comes out of this. So let's just stat pad, says Alec, and we're going to see if that happens or not.
Yeah, we'll see, but I don't think it is. I think they're just waiting for Grape to make a move, and Grape's getting a view onto Nercy. Oh my goodness, Nercy just poking the head out, just so close to getting it ripped off his shoulders, but instead they're actually going to use it. They're actually going to use it aggressively there. They're so afraid of Grape sniping. They're
so afraid of Grape sniping. He's on like 1 for 20, and they don't care though. They need that Uber, and because of that, he's dead. He's dead. So, you know, Grape Sniper, you heard it here. He was force Ubers, and it was an effective Uber force. So, Goldfish getting denied midair. Like, this positioning is good from Red. The health is not the best. So with if AIM gets this health pack over here, it's much better because AIM can come from behind. Gonna meet Alec potentially in the side PC over here. AIM, I don't want AIM to go for a jump. AIM, please back out. Everybody sees you. Good. Don't go for this jump. It's a huge mistake if you move into the middle here. Your medic's here. Now things change. But Grape sees that. Grape sees that medic was trying to get the AIM. Ends up jumping ahead. Nurse is on half health. This could be huge right there. Taking another spam rocket is great. Showstopper going in, finishing off Nursey. That's sold, man. Those damage calls are going to be wonderful on their end for a play like that. So, the opposite side of the field, there's really nothing left. Let's see. Linkies are moving up. There's really nothing they can do right there. So they need to be careful. Ninja Nick heroes? Do we have is Link user our hero today? Is Link user our hero? No.
He's going to be able to play the health kits, but so is Grape, and he's kind of taking a bit of a useless fight here. Grape's just delaying him from making any play onto Ninja Nick or anything like that. We'll find the frag eventually. But the spawners were going to come in as well, so there's nothing really that Link user could have done. Instead, it falls to the rest of their team to try and repel this Ubercharge push, because this could be the last push of the game here. If TSU managed to convert it, this would be 5-2. Getawhale Fanclub only able to put 2 rounds on the board against this team, which is a little bit surprising. I expected it to be a bit closer, but we'll have to see how this push goes. There's still a lot of time for them to come back into it. They're just playing straight onto the point. The collapse is going to come in from Getawhale Fanclub here, but the Ubercharge is out as well. They just play straight onto the point there, though, and the camp time played perfectly by Team SoloUber, and score 5-2. I feel like they really didn't quite get into it there. There were a lot of sloppy decisions from Getawhale Fanclub. Some nice pushes, but a lot more mistakes.
Some nice pushes, some heroic plays, but their Uber charges were just very uncoordinated. I don't know if it's a calm thing or not, but a lot of times we saw like Nursey kind of going in opposite direction as like excuse me, Goldfish. There were some good
Yeah.
Goldfish solo. Like it was like a coin flip. The Goldfish solo Uber is a very powerful thing. But it was like a coin flip in regards to what it accomplished. Sometimes they were pushing when they shouldn't have. Sometimes they were just getting disconnected. Like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's a 5-2. Stats kind of look like a 5-2. Damage-wise, Xylox, obviously, as expected. Almost 300 DPM, 26 and 10. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, not bad at all there. Really doing a fairly good job. I'm just casting my eye across the stats as well. They certainly did outperform Getawhale Fanclub. I think the Ubers were something that you can clearly identify. It doesn't really play into the logs that much as far as I can see, but it did seem to be a bit of a case of miscommunication. There were a few times when the Uber charges didn't go quite how they would have wanted, and they didn't set themselves up well for some of the after Uber fights as well.
Yeah.
Grape or Showstopper were often in better positions than Aim or Goldfish to be able to really break things up and inject the rest of their team into it.
And they were, and something to note, like you don't see this often either. That was a 5-2 game. So once again, like Ninja Nick, he had 5 deaths. Like that's pretty damn phenomenal. 5 deaths for 20 Ubers. That kind of ratio doesn't happen very often. Like
It was a fantastic play from Ninja Nick.
That's
It really
pretty
was.
top
Like,
tier.
it was honestly a really, really good really good game from Ninja Nick. I think he outclassed Nursey in the respective medic role. I think he was holding on to Ubers perfectly. Like, there's
Those
a
Ubers were
tendon.
milked. The
Yeah, there was
collective milking time was insane throughout that
it
game.
really was. Like, sometimes people milk Ubers way too much and like put way too much importance on actually milking Ubers. But if Ninja Nick was kind of doing it like so much that he would completely save it for like another push. I think he completely saved it twice, and then other times he's just walking through doors and perfectly evaluating that his team isn't going to take enough spam to be able to force, so he just holds on to it. I have no reason to pop this. I'm not under threat. My pocket or demo isn't under threat, so there's no reason for me to pop. I will pop, once we're through this choke point and we're actually taking the 6v6 fight. So a really good medic performance from him, and to be honest, it won them a lot of the team fights. Just the I don't know whether you can give all of the credit to Ninja Nick. It was kind of a team decision, I'm sure.
Yes, indeed.
The pocket takes a good amount of those calls as well, but it's recognizing that Getawhale Fanclub aren't applying the spam to the choke points that you need to actually force it, and instead of just blindly forcing anyway, actually evaluating, okay, well, we can get in for free now, so I'll take this room that you're giving me and save my Uber charge.
Worked out perfectly for them. Like that's very their game plan, whether they were working on it in scrims or whether it's been going well for them in the past week, like it was on all cylinders tonight. It really was. And even when we mentioned before, like they were a 2-3 team before this match, but like and one Getawhale Fan Club is no pushover because they're sitting at 4-3 right now. So it was a very good showing from Team SoloUber. And the situation with SoloUber too is spoken this earlier too, is they can get on a roll now. Like they literally, because okay, so they beat Getawhale Fan Club tonight. Next they have Meat Market, Kawaii 5-0, which maybe is dead, I'm not sure. They have Meat Market, Kawaii 5-0, and then Mad Lux as their next 3 games. And they're sitting at 3-3 right now. After those, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna put money on it, but they could be 6-3. And that's damn good at that point in time. After that is Woodpig, so to go into that Woodpig game being at 6-3 and having a huge momentum swing, you've won 4 matches in a row, things are going great for you. Like that's huge for them. On the flip side of the coin, the Getawhale Fan Club after this, they play Meat Market and Mad Lux as well. So both of these teams kind of like trading blows tonight. You got us this game. Now we both get to maybe go on a little winning streak again. Obviously, either of those teams, potentially Meat Market specifically, could upset these guys, but they're the next 3 teams both of these teams play are literally Meat Market, Mad Lux, and Kawaii 5-0. So
they're expected to take all of the points from those fixtures. I mean, there's potential for an upset, but they absolutely shouldn't. If they're looking for the playoff spot, they can't afford to drop points to any of those teams. And another thing is as well that Woodpig actually came out with a 5-4 victory over TSU last time they played against each other. I know that TSU view that as them choking and not playing up to their normal level. I think I probably agree there as well. I would peg them as a better team than Woodpig. For some reason, Woodpig just aren't performing as well as they should be this season, even with the roster with the same kind of caliber, and it has the same players from $5 Club last season. It just isn't working out for them for some reason. And so, if TSU were able to actually take points off Woodpig, when they next meet up against them after those easy rolls, then I think they're in a very good position to contest the playoff spots. If they then lose to them again, though, that puts them in another bit of a tenuous position, depending on how Woodpig do and depending on how Getawhale Fanclub do. So it's all in TSU's hands now. They just have to win the games that they're expected to win.
100%, my friend, 100%. A little side note before we do sign off is I don't think the game is over, but the other game that was going on tonight was actually Ascent and Woodpig. So at the first half, Woodpig was winning 3-1, and that's kind of pretty good against Ascent. But now you look at the second half. I'm looking at the score right now, and Ascent's up 4-3. They went 3-0 this half, so maybe Ascent got their shit together, and we'll see if they're going to finish it or not. But
that's still a ridiculous performance.
That's not what we expected, dude. No,
absolutely, because I've kind of been pegging Woodpig as a team that's underperforming, but I'll have to go back and maybe watch the STV of that game and see what happened, because that's a really interesting result there. I wasn't expecting that whatsoever.
Yep, indeed, my friend. So another match in the books for ESEA season 20. So I don't know. It was not a bad, very good performance, like we said, from Team SoloUber. Getawhale Fanclub, they get their Ubers tighter. It's going to be fine for them, hands down. Like, it will be fine. They have talent. Like, they can get their Ubers tighter. They can get their coordination, whether it's pod coordination or just who's calming, who's controlling the Uber. They get that down. They have the talent to, like we said, get that 4th or 3rd place slot. So best of luck to both these teams. They're both going to go on, we both think, rolls right now. They're both going to go on a little bit of a win streak. So I hope they get their stuff together. And, it'd be nice to maybe see both of them in the top 4. It could potentially happen. So no complaints.
No, very good.
Yep. So with that, my friends, my family, my dogs, my cats, my everything. This has been Team Fortress TV coverage of Invite this week on Process. So me, Keith of BUICK Smurbeck, and Sideshow and Mathsad. It's been an honor and a pleasure to bring you guys this tonight. So any last words, Sideshow? I think we're done here, brother.
Yeah, it's just been very interesting, and I'm gonna hop into the STV and have a look at this other game as well. I suggest that other people do. Keep your invite action going.
Indeed, my friend. So with that, God bless and have a good night, everybody. Peace.